Hello, this is Michael Gillen. Today I'm very excited to show you my new tablet. This is the T20S tablet made by DOOGEE, and I have been using I heard a lot of good things about this tablet, so that's why I went ahead and bought it. I was not disappointed. I really do like this tablet a lot. There were 3 different colors to choose from: green, gray, and black, and I really like the gray version, so that's the one that I got. It's a nice slim laptop, as you can see over here. You could easily hold it, no problem, very light, and it basically goes in any direction, so that's really nice. Whichever way you want to hold it, that's the way it will work. Depending exactly which version you get will depend on what you get in the box, but I believe you can get it with a keyboard and mouse. Here is some foam that it came with, and here is the charging cable, USB-C. I didn't need this because I have my own, and here is a power brick. Now this can charge at 5 volts, 2 amps, so 10 watts, so it's a 10 watt power brick, and that's pretty quick charging. It comes with a nice big user manual, and inside you'll be able to find some instructions how to start up and how to use this device. So let's talk about the actual device. Over here you have the camera, and on the left side you'll have the sensor. On the right side you have the light indicator. Let's talk about the rest of the specifications. On this side you have the little thing for the dock, so that way you can plug it right into the keyboard and mouse that you can buy with it. You have, I guess, the microphone over there. On this side over here you have one of the stereo speakers, and on the other side is the other stereo speaker. You have the Type-C charging port right here, and here you have the SIM card slot. Included is this little SIM card removal tool. So let's remove the SIM card remover tool from its case, and I'll pull the SIM card thing out. That way you can see, pull it right out like that, and you see there is a spot for micro SD card and SIM card. This is nano SIM, so that's the classic one that everyone's using nowadays, and here is the spot for micro SD card. The expandable memory for the micro SD card is up to 1 terabyte, so you can add 1 terabyte of storage to this for a whopping 1 terabyte, and 1 plus 128 gigabyte, so that's pretty cool. On the top you have the power button and the volume up, volume down button. On the back we have the little logo over here, and as you can see we have the camera over here. This camera is actually 13 megapixels. It comes with a little flash, and this camera in the front is 5 megapixels. Let's talk about the actual screen. It is 10.4 inches diagonally, and it is a 2K screen, so that means 1200 by 2000 pixels, which is a 16 by 10 ratio, which is pretty normal. A lot of the Samsung tablets have that also. It's an IPS FHD display made by Incel. It also has built into it the TUV low blue light tablet, I guess the blue light protection, so that way it will not cause fatigue while you're using it for long periods of time. I have to say the screen does look incredible compared to my Asus tablet. This is just amazing. Just the pixels, the way it looks, it really sticks out and stands out as a really high quality display. Watching a video on this versus watching a video on my phone was such a big difference that it was actually very noticeable. 15 gigabytes of RAM, that's because there's 8 gigabyte plus 7 that's running in the eMMC as a virtual RAM. What that means is if you're not using an app, or if an app is just being idle, then it can actually transfer that information over to the eMMC memory, like the regular storage, and not have to take up system RAM. So that's pretty cool. Computers had it for a long time, but this technology is now becoming available on tablets and phones, so that's really cool. It's called virtual memory, and some people call it a paging file. But I'm really happy that it has 128 gigabytes. That's a lot and enough for all of my stuff. It's only using 11 gigabytes right out of the box, so that's really nice. I did install a few apps, but I resetted it for this review. Let's talk about the battery for a second, because I'm really impressed. This has a 7,500 milliamp battery, which is massive. This battery can last a really long time, and it also has a lot of different modes. Ultra saving mode. I mean, this is stock Android, but there is a saving mode built in, which is really nice. You can connect to mobile internet via the SIM card slot, but it does have 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which is quite standard nowadays, but it's just good to see that it's still being maintained and still being used. The 2.4 gigahertz is really very useful when you're not as close, and the 5 gigahertz very fast. If you are close by, it can really transfer at really high speeds. I'm going to go ahead and test out the stereo speakers here. And the quality is really good on YouTube videos. It's running at 720 for a small tablet like this. It does a really good job. And the audio is really nice. Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard audio like that on a tablet before. It does a really good job on the stereo speakers. So this is running an octa-core processor called the Unisoc T616, and is very capable of handling games, gaming, a lot of different things on it, which is why we're definitely going to try out some games later on. I'm going to show you something pretty cool that you could do on this tablet. You go to the All Applications Open button, and you could click Split Screen right here. Once you click that, you could choose what you want to split it with, and you can now watch a YouTube video at the same time that you're browsing the Play Store. So it's pretty cool, because YouTube only lets you watch the video if it's open. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And you could even have like kind of full resolution. I mean, it's as big as a phone at least. So, and you could go ahead and browse for a different game or something that you want to download. So I have this Bluetooth keyboard here that I bought for like $5–10 on eBay, and I connected my tablet to it, and now I can easily just type as if I would on a keyboard. All right. So it's really nice. You could just in tablet mode, obviously you have more information and more space to work with, more real estate. So that's really nice that you should be able to just use it as a desktop. You know, check your emails and stuff like that. And now you can split your screen like this, so that way while you're working, you can have a little, you know, notepad over here, and your whatever you're working on open over here, and that's like a full computer. Like whatever you need, you can take with you, and this folds up like this. But I'm sure you could get one that actually connects directly to the tablet over here. I got this Samsung Galaxy Tab A for work as well, and honestly, it's just not able to compare to this tablet that I got. The T20S is actually a lot more powerful than this tablet. Also, this tablet has like 32 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, and like 4 gigabytes of RAM. This has 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes. One thing that I'm really happy about is that there is no pre-installed apps. It just comes stock Android. Whatever comes with Android, that's what it comes with. So that's really nice. As you can see, there's not anything extra here. These are all the apps. If you swipe right up, if you drag one down, for example, like this, you hold it like this, you should be able to just put it wherever you want. So that's really nice. It really is just stock Android, no extra apps. You could change all these settings over here, just like you can in regular Android. Dark theme is really nice, so I'm going to put that up here, because I could definitely use dark theme, and I'm good. So go back, and then we have dark theme here, so I'm going to turn that on. Okay, and now it is using the darker theme. Also, if you don't like the navigation options on the bottom, you can easily change that. Just go to search for navigation options. Go to system navigation, and you can have different options of how you want the navigation to work. So that's really cool. Gesture navigation, you could do just a different style. There's a lot of different ways of doing this. The camera is pretty decent. Nothing to write home about, but it definitely works well. As you can see, took a nice picture of my watch. Did not come out too bad at all. Of course, you could spin it around just by pressing that button right there. If you are connected to an external keyboard, when you click this, nothing will happen because it's expecting you to be using that keyboard. So just switch your keyboard off, and it should start working. And now, when I do that, it will show you your keyboard. So let's search. We're going to install Modern Combat 5 and see how it does. Okay, great. The game is working well. It's loading up. Okay, game's loading. Alright. Okay, here we are. Alright.
Lights up.
Alright, I'm tapping to shoot.
On me. Move into cover.
So as you can see, it is working pretty well. I don't really know how to play this game so well, but I'm pretty terrible, honestly. But yeah. So I was able to play that game pretty well. Honestly, I am very impressed.